when I graduated from college, I wasn't sure what I wanted to do. I was interested in business school and law school, and I took the exams, but I didn't apply. I did apply to seminary, which is where I thought I was heading, but I've always wanted to be an architect. I was all over the place. And I was rescued from my indecision by something called a Rockefeller Fellowship, which required you spend a year in a non-Western culture. So this goes back to something I was alluding to earlier. And I never traveled outside the United States before. I wanted to go to Africa. I wrote to everybody I knew who knew somebody in Africa. And I got one response from a guy on a Sudanese guy, sort of middle management on a project in Khartoum, Sudan. And he said, come, I'm not sure what you'll do, but get here and we'll figure it out. So I got a backpack and got my shots and visa and all that stuff, and I got my first passport, and off I went. And I taught myself the greetings and the numbers in Arabic on the flight from Athens to Cairo. And then after a few weeks in Cairo, I hitchhiked from Cairo to Khartoum, which took about 3 weeks, 3.5 weeks. The last week or so was without a bath. I looked like a piece of the Nubian desert I'd just come through. I found my way to the office of the guy I'd been writing to for months. And I should have mentioned, they give you just enough money to get there and get home, because they don't want you to be tempted to just kind of move into the local, intercontinental hotel and wait out the year. So I get there, and I find, when I found this office, that the guy I've been writing to has left the week before for 2 years in Long Beach, California. Said nothing to his office about my coming, what I'm supposed to do. Now, mind you, there were no cell phones. The internet hadn't been invented. You could call home, but you had to make an appointment at the headquarters of the phone company, and it cost a lot of money, and you had to wait days, and it might not connect. It just wasn't an option, in other words. So basically, I sort of talked my way, because I've been given this fellowship. I'm supposed to have a project, and there's nothing. So I'm pleading over the course of several days to find a way. And basically, to get rid of me, that's why they sent me to Darfur, because the project out there was failing. And there was a Sudanese guy my age who spoke as much English as I did Arabic, and who was required to be hired by the project. And they basically wanted to get rid of both of us, so they said, go out and figure out why the project is failing. So that required that you couldn't fly or take a train, because it wasn't available. In fact, there were no roads. So you got enough food and water for a 5-day trip on top of a market lorry, a cargo truck. You negotiate who's going where and what the cargo is, and you pile on top with lots of other people, and off you set for 600-700 miles on tracks through the sand. I will leave out the part about the truck flipping over and everybody being stranded for several days and broken bones and all that, but being rescued, and then back to Khartoum, start all over. We finally get out there. No mail, no phone service, same thing, several months. If my kids tried this today, I'd kill them. But I figured it out. And I think when you figure out that you can figure it out, it's unstoppable. You are unstoppable. New things are not daunting, but in the midst of it, I thought, I just don't know what to do. I am a person of very deep faith, and I was certainly in conversation pretty constantly as I went. And there are all kinds of acts of grace. When I stopped to think about it, there, before and since, the numbers of acts of grace that have rescued me or given me direction at different times have been, I'm so past the point of questioning whether God is alive.